Happy New Year 2026. Gaming News Weekly is back, and Santa's brought us all the best games coming to your favorite subscription services for January. We'll get into it.
And we're taking a look ahead to what's coming this year and getting into our most anticipated games coming in 2026. We're doing this now. We're back. It's Gaming News Weekly right now. What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show out there. Every single Monday, we're bringing you all the biggest news from the video game industry. You can find us on YouTube and podcast services everywhere. We had a little bit of a vacation, a holiday, vacation, and we are back. This is our first show of the new year. I'm very excited. My name is Erect the Red. I'm joined, as always, by this man, Mr. Full Clip. What's going on, dude? How are you? Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Doing pretty good. Yeah, nice, refreshed. It was really good to take a couple weeks off. Just get some Sundays out there where we don't have to worry about putting out the gaming news. Because really, nothing happened. Like, I was looking on the Reddit, like gaming news Reddit and Google News for gaming and stuff like that. Nothing. Like, I mean, layoffs, couple layoffs always.
Couple layoffs, and then the biggest thing happened literally, I think, the day after we put out our last show was the Vince Zampella death, which sucks.
Yeah, that was awful.
Him. Yeah. But yeah, not much, and there still isn't much. But we were eager to get back and talk about what we've been playing, what we're looking forward to playing. So it should be a fun, easy show to get through. I know it's always a slog for all you listeners to get through one of these. This one is going to be fun and easy, I promise. So yeah, how was your vacation, your holidays? Everything good?
Yeah, pretty good. I
Enjoyable?
actually, I was bored. I had time, had a little bit of extra cash, so I picked up a few games along the way from that wonderful Steam Winter Sale. So one of these,
I'd like to hear about this.
We talked about this because we've been talking about like Balatro. 2025 was definitely the year of the indie game, if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
So in that vein,
Sure.
and similar to some of the other indies that are out there, the roguelikes, I picked up Clover Pit. And I had a good time with it. Yeah, we've been talking about this for a little while. I didn't know if I wanted to get it on PC or PS5 because I guess there's technically not a PS5 version. There's just PS4, which you might be able to play on the 5. So I grabbed it on PC since it's on sale. Just a couple bucks knocked off the top. It's not an expensive game by any means. And it's not a long game either because I'm pretty sure, I think I got to the point where you would say you beat the game, like you leave the room. You work your way toward that over like 5 or 6 hours. And then I think you like just ascend to a level and it keeps going from there, possibly infinitely. I'm not sure. Still plenty of trophies and things like that to get. But I think as far as saying like beating the base game, I think I've done that.
Okay. You had fun with it?
Yeah, had a lot of fun with it. It definitely scratches that same itch as Balatro. It's maybe a little more random luck. I mean, I think with Balatro, you do have a little more control over which jokers and things you're putting together, whereas I haven't really found the winning combination for like every run on Clover Pit. But I could probably watch some videos and see what other people are doing with combining these relics and things like that. But there's so much going on in it. There are a lot of factors. It's not just simply like choosing joker cards and that's it. There are a lot of things going on at the same time, and modifiers for your entire run and everything like that.
Very cool. Yeah, it's on. I've been meaning to get it too. Like, I just have so much, and it was like $7 during the winter sale, and I think it's even still on sale now until for another week or so, and I keep meaning to do it. But it's also on Game Pass, so I'm like, maybe I'll just sit down and try it on Game Pass. But I know I'm gonna want it on my Steam Deck, so maybe I should just drop the $7.99, I think it is, and grab it because it does look right up my alley. So maybe I'll do that this week.
And then I got into one more.
What else did you get into?
Yeah, highly. It was one that was highly recommended by you. Water Park Simulator. I'm sure you saw the little Steam pop-ups when I was playing it.
Yep. Oh yeah, dude. All those trophies pop in or whatever achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Give me your thoughts on the Water Park Simulator. One of my games of the year for last year.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll tell you where I've gotten to it so far. I am like on the verge of getting my 5-star water park. My thoughts are it's very good for a simulator. I don't really notice much jank at all to it. I'm sure if you're trying, you can find some, but it also feels early. I'm pretty sure it is early access. They have a whole roadmap of all these things that they intend to add to it, and I think it'll just get better from there. It's not feeling like the most polished game in all ways, but it does what it does very well. I like it. I like the gameplay loop of it. I find myself like getting to the end of the day where I need to like clean everything perfectly, and I'm just getting to the point where like I can just let the staff take care of this tomorrow, because it takes so long for you to be able to hire more than like 1 or 2 people, and you really need them doing the more important tasks than like cleaning and stuff. So I need to eliminate that slog at the end of the day, and then I'll feel better about continuing the daily activities in there.
Yeah. There's some times where I enjoy that end of the day, like tasks to like go around, make sure everything's cleaned, repaired, restocked. And then sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just want to get to the next day. And then I'll let the staff do a little bit more extra. But then I also feel like, I think I only have 4 staff. I think you're ahead of where I am even. I'm easing through it, and I think I'm just at 4 stars. But yeah, man, I do look forward to every new update there, because they're constantly adding new stuff. So it is really cool that they are, making sure to add new content, because it does right now. It definitely is finite. There is a limited amount of things you can do, and if you are, if you want to get through the game, you absolutely can. So yeah, hopefully they'll add some more exciting stuff through it. But yeah, I saw that you were playing it, and I'm like, I'm gonna get back into it too, because like it fell off for a little bit at the end, and I'm glad I am. I'm enjoying my time with it again. So, very cool. Anything else?
No, that's it as far as my new games. But I saw your little pop-ups for what you were playing, and now I'm very excited too.
What was I playing? Well, I started playing Dispatch on PlayStation. I did buy that. That is awesome. And I played the first couple episodes, and that one I want to like kind of, it's so much fun, and I could easily in one sitting probably just do the whole game. But like I do want to treat it like a little bit, take my time with it, because it is fun. I actually played it with my wife. She enjoyed watching it. So that's a great game. I highly recommend that. And then my son and we got into Split Fiction, the new game from Joseph Fares from It Takes Two. And man, it is such a good game, dude. It's probably the best couch co-op game I've ever played. The amount of different shit that you could do in that game, every single level is a new idea, and it's like, it's funny, it looks beautiful, it's got great gameplay, and it only, like, my son only cried like 3 times playing it, because he got frustrated. I mean, he's only 7. He's doing a great job, all things considered, but there's times where he's like, we can't do this part. I'm like, you just need to take it easy. Yeah, and I mean, those are the new games I have played. Was there one that you were thinking of that I didn't mention?
Yeah, well, we may have talked about this before the break, but I'm pretty sure you got Schedule 1 there, and I think you were doing
Schedule 1. Oh, that's the other one.
After the break,
I did mention that the last time we got together, and I have been doing more and more of that. That game is it's so much fun. It's just I did take, when I restarted Water Park Simulator again, I took a break from that. I'm only doing one simulator at a time, but that game is a blast, man. Getting into like all the things, all the mix, once I got where I can mix things together to make like crazy things, I'm like, this is it. Like the amount of stuff you could do in it is ridiculous.
So, I got to ask you, what's like the craziest name on the mixes that you've come up with so far?
Oh, I don't even remember, dude. Like there's some absurd, I wish I did remember, but yeah, like I'm like, I'm loving going to like the finding whatever I can possibly mix together and see what it comes up with. But I don't even remember what the heck they're called. But they have some really great names. And it makes me wonder then, I'm like, what is the side effect of this one going to be based on a name? That's a fun game within a game to try to like figure out what's going to happen. So yeah, that game is great. I can't believe that game is just in early access as well. Or, you know, it's just like, it's, again, so much content in that. So yeah, it's a fun one. This is the year not only of indie games, but the year of the simulator game. I really feel like that bubble is going to burst soon, though, because there's only so many like random jobs you could make a video game of.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's insane, like this amount of stuff they have out there. I think there's like I just saw, I don't know what it was, but it made me think it was like jobless simulator or something where you're like looking for a job simulator. Like, oh boy, I don't know. We may have jumped the shark.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else that you've been playing you want to talk about before we move along?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Well, this is where we would normally jump into our new releases. There's really no new games to worth chatting about. There were a couple, and I saw that they scored poorly, so I'm like, we're not even going to bring it up. We're talking, it's all positivity on this show right here. We're not talking about shitty new games. So let's jump into our news of the week. And it's not much in the way of news of the week, but I do want to talk about our subscription service, the games. It's a new month, so we always get that new lineup of games. The PlayStation Plus games are already out this month for January. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you get Need for Speed Unbound, Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and Core Keeper. It's a great lineup. I know you were super into that, the Unbound, right, for a while?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's the newest one, and it's got sort of the anime meets realistic cars. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I put a lot of hours into that one, probably like 40 or 50 hours.
Yeah. So I'm excited to check that one out. And then I showed my son that the Disney, the Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and he's like super psyched to check that one out. So, and then Core Keeper is like a co-op, friend game. But then coming soon to Game Pass, it was weird. Like for the first couple of weeks of Game Pass, there was like nothing. And then they finally announced the lineup. Available now, Brews and Bastards. It's a twin stick shooter. Little Nightmares Enhanced Edition. And then Atom Fall is now out on Premium. Lost in Random, The Eternal Die is now available on Game Pass Premium. Rematch, now on Premium. Warhammer 40K Space Marine Master Crafted Edition, now with Game Pass Premium. And then Final Fantasy came out on January 8th. Final Fantasy. It's just Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's it. You expected some sort of a number, but no, this is just that. And then Star Wars Outlaws comes out January 13th. This is the big one that a lot of people are excited for. Me, personally, I'm excited to check that game out. I know we talked about it a bunch when it was released. As far as Star Wars games go, this one kind of drew our interest. And then My Little Pony: A Zephyr Heights Mystery, January 15th. I know you were really excited for that one. You and all your
game of the
friends. Year. And then January 20th, Resident Evil Village. And then also day one on January 20th, Memories in Orbit. Neo, Memories in Orbit, which is a Metroidvania game. So, not a great lineup for the beginning of the year to get people into it, but some great games. Resident Evil Village and Star Wars, and then My Little Pony.
Yeah, I was going to say, what a spread. I mean, I like the...
It really is.
Yeah, there's a little bit for everybody. There's a couple of these that could drop off the face of the planet. I would not care. But,
absolutely.
I tried Atom Fall. I think it's worth trying for free.
Sure.
Star Wars Outlaws, absolutely, because that's one that, like we were saying, like that was kind of anticipated, and then it came out and the reviews kind of soured it. But for free, or as part of your subscription service, why not?
Totally worth it. Absolutely. And yeah, it looks really cool. Looks like it's got a great story for Star Wars fans. But yeah, it did seem a lot of the announcement was just the Ultimate games now being available in premium, which it does seem that they're moving to premium much quicker than they used to. I don't know if it's just me feeling that, or if that's the case. But if that is the case, then signing up just for the Game Pass Premium might not be a bad choice. It's much, much cheaper, and if you don't need those day one games, they're popping up much sooner. So that's very cool. And then lastly, new month, new Humble Choice games being added to the Humble Choice program this month for, I think it's now $14.99 for the month. You could get Sonic Frontiers, Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered, Hunt Showdown 1896, Etrian Odyssey 2 HD, Nice Day for Fishing, Metal Slug Tactics, Settlement Survival, and Wizard of Legend 2. What do you think of this lineup? Is this a skip or a get for you?
I got to come out and say I already skipped this month. Yeah, looking at this, there's a couple things like I would love to have the Tomb Raider remasters and just put those in the backlogs for someday, possibly, probably never. And then Metal Slug Tactics, the Sonic game. But the one that I am most would want to try to play right now is Settlement Survival. But I kind of know I'm setting myself up for failure there. I'm sure that's not like a fantastic experience. It's a game we've never heard of before.
Sure. Right, exactly, yeah. Yeah, for me, there was really just one that I really wanted to get, and it was Sonic Frontiers, just because I want to. The idea of an open world Sonic game is intriguing to me, and I would love to finally check that out. So I am, I canceled mine as well, and I want to, I'm going to go on Reddit, see if anybody's trading that one, just because. Yeah, none of the other ones really seem to interest me much. Metal Slug Tactics might be fun, but yeah, that's about it. And Nice Day for Fishing. Who doesn't like a good fishing game, But not worth it for $15.
Well, yeah, I was looking at Nice Day for Fishing. I was thinking every single game seems to have fishing these days. So this is like one that just focuses on it. I don't know about that.
Yep, exactly. All right. Well, that is it for our major news this week. Just that our subscription services corner. So let's get into the fun bit. The thing that we're here for, the one of my favorite times at the beginning of the year, where we get to look ahead. The 2025 is in the rear view. Now we're looking ahead to what's coming in 2026. Let the speculation begin. Let the delays begin. And we're going to talk about our most anticipated games of 2026. I didn't get a chance to. I wanted to go back and look at our last year's list to see which ones still hadn't come out, and I didn't get a chance to. But I have a few ideas. But probably GTA 6. I'm sure that one was probably on our list, and that one is still MIA. Who knows? May not even come out in 2026 from some of the news that I'm hearing. But yeah, let's get into it. I want to hear what you got for your games you're looking forward to most, your most anticipated games for 2026.
All right. I'll start at the bottom of the list. I've kind of got mine in a ranking. So, still up there, still anticipating this game, but least of the 5 that I'm going to say. Roadside Research. Do you remember this one from the trailers? I think we saw it a few months ago be premiered somewhere.
It almost made my list too. This is the Friend Slop alien game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very much so. It's the one where your disguise is like a paper bag with a drawn on face. You get to customize that, and all your friends do too. But yeah, you're some roadside aliens at a gas station on the side of the road in a rural area. You're supposed to be studying the humans, and it looks like a little bit of what was that old game on like PlayStation 1 or 2, Destroy All Humans, Looks like some
Sure.
hijinks are gonna come up.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, like you say, friend slop. That's gonna be the funnest part about it.
Yeah, it looks so much fun because it does have the things that we like. The simulator, you're running a gas station, but also there's hijinks, alien hijinks
Some
that
probing
fun.
going
So,
on, I'm sure.
oh my god, I hope so. Yeah, that one I almost put on my list. So yeah, that was a good choice. All right, one of mine. Let's go with Mugenics. I'm looking forward to Mugenics. Basically, this is the next game from Edmund McMillan. He did Super Meat Boy, Binding of Isaac. This was initially delayed from last year, and it's again, much like his two previous games, very, very strange game. But this one, it's about cats. You are breeding cats, and then it becomes like a tactical strategy game. But like with Edmund's like crazy weird sense of humor and like just like out there style and vibe, everything is just so strange. He's been doing a bunch of let's plays on YouTube. He'll go in and basically play the game and describe what's happening throughout. And I've been watching all of them, and I'm really excited for the game to finally come out sometime in 2026. It looks interesting.
Yeah. Well, I saw you like adding your list, and I'm like, what the hell is Mugenics? It's the one game I don't recognize off of this, so I went and looked it up, and yeah, I can see like the Binding of Isaacs, the art style. These cats look sad. The whole game kind of looks sad. But other than that, it was giving me like Merge Dragons, one of those mobile titles. But I'm sure it's going to be much better than that, and it just the RTS grid style.
Yeah, it surprises me that it's been. I mean, I know how he perfects his games before they're released, but so it's just strange because it doesn't look like much. The fact that it's been delayed and delayed and delayed, like so, he's definitely perfecting it. Hopefully. All right, what's another on your list?
Yeah, next one up, one that we just saw recently, the Game Awards, I believe, Star Wars Galactic Racer. This is the one that brings me back to being a kid and playing that Star Wars pod racers on the N64. And I just want that experience amplified with some modern graphics, a little more robust system for like building, upgrading, fixing, tuning, unlocking racers, unlocking new vehicles and stuff like that. If they do this right, this will get just hours and hours and hours out of me.
Yeah, that could absolutely be fun. Especially if it's like, I mean, focus on the racing and then put in the fan service after that. Make it a good racer and then add all the different vehicles and stuff like that. I think it could be really, really good. And it's like the team that's doing it, like I have utmost faith in their ability to make a good racer. So yeah, that one should be a blast. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see it this year though, out of all of the ones listed, All right, next for me, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. This is the one I thought about like, because I normally don't play fighting games too much, but I do play anything associated with comic books, Marvel comics. So I got into like the play tests a couple times for these, and every single time I play it, I'm just playing it like by myself against people online, and I'm having a blast. And this is like the first time I've ever done that. First time I've ever really played a fighting game against other people online, because usually, like, I don't have the abilities to match with some of these people online. But during the play test, it seems like we're all coming from a base, where we're not perfecting any specific character or anything just yet. But everything that I've played, it's such a great representation of the comic book characters that I love. The abilities that they have in game are shit that they would do in the comic, and it's just like, and all the characters that are in the game look cool and are characters that I'm interested in playing. So yeah, this one. And it's like a 4v4 like tag thing. So it's different too. It's not just like, one person fighting another. There's definitely room for, making it kind of your own thing. So yeah, I'm excited about a fighting game. It's weird. It feels weird.
Well, I mean, if there's one you're going to be excited about, it's this one. It's got all the style in the world. I love the concept of taking the Japanese fighting game style and applying it to this. But it's not simply take this IP and apply it to the concept, because like you said, it's different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely, that's a great point too. Where it has that Japanese like feel to it, and it's done really really well. So yeah, I don't know. This could be the year of the fighting game for me because then we got that Invincible versus game coming out as well as 2XKO, the League of Legends fighting game is coming to consoles sometime this year too. So who knows, dude? I could find something. Something could awaken in me. Oh, I'm a fighting game guy
you're
now.
You're gonna spend like $2,000 on a gigantic
Yeah.
fighting deck with all the joysticks.
I'm gonna get one of those big sticks. Yeah.
All you need is the turbo button.
That's a good point. Just put it on auto, sit back.
All right, next up, one that I'm getting amped up as I go up this list. Now we're talking Hell Let Loose Vietnam. So, Hell Let Loose, take it out of World War II and you put it in Vietnam. And I'm pretty sure that's about the best way to describe this experience. So if you've never played Hell Let Loose, it's not Call of Duty, it's not Battlefield, and I think that the style of game where it's much more realistic. It's not about getting as many kills as you can in a life. It's about learning the battlefield through that life when it's taken in an instant from you. There's no hit markers, no health points, and all this stuff about people getting PTSD from it. Ridiculous.
Oh,
yeah, there's a whole TikTok subgenre of videos like that, but it's not quite like that. But I mean, the way it's going to lend itself to the playstyle, Vietnam is a really interesting setting because there's a lot of cover. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of like traps going on. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of like just hidden kind of in bunkers and encampments and things like that. And you're going to have to kind of communicate with your team. I don't know, maybe we'll be dropping napalm and calling in airstrikes and stuff like that on certain parts. It's bound to be a really interesting experience.
This has me most excited for any of these games in a long time because have we ever seen a military game set in Vietnam, in the Vietnam
there are a few. I mean, like Call of Duty Black Ops had some Vietnam era stuff in it, and then there's like Rising Storm Vietnam or something. Some of those ones that are a little more PC centric, and they've got a big PC following, but they've not been big on console.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I love the idea. I mean, like Apocalypse Now is one of my favorite movies. And it's dark. It's depressing. And it makes me wonder, like, is this game going to be like, it's going to be definitely more depressing because, Hell Let Loose is definitely one of the more realistic games. Obviously, people are saying PTSD because of it. It follows a more realistic side. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they portray the Vietnam War during that. So very cool. Now, is that a separate game or is that like an add-on?
I believe it's going to be separate.
All right. Let's see. Next up for me, Control Resonant was just recently announced at the Game Awards, and Control is one of my all-time favorite games. Now we've got a sequel supposedly coming in 2026. But anything that Remedy puts out, I'm gonna play. And especially set in this world where it's like so weird and so trippy. And now you're playing as a new character with new abilities, so it's all new. Yeah, man, like absolutely, just take my money. As soon as we get more information, I'm frothing at the mouth for more info about this. This is another one. I would not be surprised if this makes the most anticipated list for next year as well. Because it has just been recently announced and it is very early on in that whole process. So we'll see. But yeah, man, I am so excited for Control.
Nice. Coming up almost to the top of my list here. One that I've been anticipating since 2021 when the last game came out. So it's been like a 5-year hiatus, but I've had a lot of fun with their previous title. Car Mechanic Simulator 2026. It's coming. It's been announced. I don't think there's an official announcement on when it's coming out yet, but there is an announcement that a demo is coming Q1 of 2026. So I'm going to be looking forward to getting in there and trying that out. It's going open world, and I don't know exactly what that means for the format of the game, but I can imagine a lot of interesting stuff, like going and scouting cars on the side of the road. Now, when you go to barn finds, auctions, salvage yards, and things like that to find old beaters to redo, you're going to actually probably be driving there. You're going to be able to maybe take the ramp truck or take one of your nice cars that you've restored out there to find it. So I mean,
That's
I think there's a lot that can happen. What is strange is that most of the communication that I'm seeing is coming from one of the devs in like unofficial Facebook pages. But it seems to all check out, and all the people that I've seen in these communities are like, "Yeah, it's official."
All right. Yeah, that would be cool. Definitely if it leans more into that simulator thing like we've been talking about, complete the whole package. Like it's one of the most realistic mechanic games out there, and now you drive and doing all this stuff. Is it one of the games you have the most hours played in?
Yeah, it's one of my only like
there?
perfect games as far as would be
Really?
a platinum
Nice.
trophy on PlayStation or something. But yeah, I did it through Steam.
Cool. Nice. And you learned so much. This is probably, out of all the games, you probably learned more on this, right? You could go out there and fix like honestly, old cars and shit.
I mean, yeah. Older stuff is probably where this fits because all the newer stuff, sensors and things like that, we don't get into that with Car Mechanic 2021.
That's a good point.
Maybe in 2026, maybe there's some newer stuff we'll be learning. They did have electric car DLC in the last one, but I'm sure that's going to have to be packed into like the normal one on this one.
All right. Another one for me is Fable. Let's this again might have been one that was on a previous list, but I've never played Fable before, any of the previous games, and every time I do see a trailer for this, it looks like just the right amount of humor and fun gameplay that I'm interested in, and good news is, like, next week, no, the 22nd, January 22nd, Xbox is having a developer direct, and they've announced that 2 of the games that they're going to be showing there are Forza and Fable. So we'll get to see a lot more from Fable there at the event. I'm looking forward to that, and we'll be talking about that in a couple weeks. But yeah, man, did you play Fable for Xbox OG?
Yeah, I believe I played. I don't remember if it was original Xbox or 360. I played one on 360. It might have been like Fable 2 or possibly 3.
Gotcha. Yeah, you like it? Did you?
It was a lot of fun. Game? I mean, it felt groundbreaking for what I had played at the time. I mean, the only game that I can remember, you go into like the options screen and the statistics and see how many STDs did you get, how many prostitutes did you sleep. That's big for Xbox 360 era.
Absolutely. And that was one of the first games where it was like they said like your choices actually matter,
right,
in how it shaped the game, Now
I mean, it was one of the only games giving you choice.
Right. Very, very true. All right. What else you got?
All right. The big kahuna. Everybody knows what's going to be. GTA 6. Probably not even going to come out this year. God, I hope. Like, just there's a certain level of polish I'm willing to, wait a couple months in a patch for. Just put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
But we still got a long way to go.
Everything we always say, like, take your time, make a good game. Like, give me the fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's really interesting. I think that was some of the other news that came out this week talking about how, GTA 6, maybe that's a new subreddit I've been going to. GTA 6 isn't content, like, there's still missing content for it. So it's not even about polish, that they're actually still making content for it. That came from like Jason Schreier or whatever. But there was a little bit of, it was all rumor. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But absolutely, dude, this is it's got to come out this year, right?
Yeah. I saw the headlines you're talking about, and I looked into one of the articles, and it was like the title was like Jason Schreier says there's a quote really good chance it's not coming out this year, something like that. Then you go to the article, and the first paragraph is like, actually, Jason Schreier's really upset with us, and he said that's not what he said at all.
Right.
So
that's why
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to touch this.
Yeah, there's the thing. They're obviously making content for it, because we can look at GTA 5. They're still making content for it. They will be making content for this into the foreseeable future, because there's going to be some kind of online component that it's printing money for them.
True. Absolutely. Yeah. But I want it so badly to come out. I am not a GTA like fanboy or anything. I've never really got into the games, but this one, man, like there's just so much hype and what if about the whole thing that I'm so excited. So
that's crazy. I mean,
yeah,
GTA games and Rockstar games in general have been the pinnacle of gaming since PlayStation 2 era. So like you'll be getting in at the top of the top when this comes out.
Right. Hopefully. All right, and my last one, and it's a big what if, again, for this year, Marvel's Wolverine by Insomniac Games. This has a fall 2026 release window. And again, I would not be surprised if this also gets delayed. But from the last gameplay footage we saw, man, I am excited. It looks gruesome. It looks violent. It looks exactly what I think a Wolverine game should look like. And I just want to play it. I just want to play as that character in a adventure game. I don't know what it's going to be like. Am I just going to be killing everybody in my path? You know, like, are they going to allow that? I mean, that's what Wolverine does. So they have to really make the bad guys expendable so that, like, you know, I don't know. I might start to feel a little guilty if I'm just murdering thousands of people in this game. But this is what I mean. I don't know what the game is. So yeah, I've been really excited. I just want to know, would you, like, you're not a comic book guy. What would it take for you to play like an adventure game with like a comic book guy? Would it be Wolverine? Is there a comic book character that you're like drawn to and you're like, I would love to play as this character in a game?
I mean, well, this one definitely. And I mean, I've always looked at the Spider-Man games, stuff like that have a lot of praise, and I think that could be cool. I think I would like the mechanics of that. Just never picked one up, never grabbed one on one of the subscription services or anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure I played some comic book character games in the past. It's just been a long time. This one looks good. I think like a good Hulk game would be good.
I don't believe you.
Oh. Which one do you think I should play?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I think this is the one. I'm just saying, like, out of like, I mean, you've seen some Avengers movies and stuff. Is there ever a character you're like, man, that would be fun to play like a video game with them in it?
I don't know if I've seen the Avengers movies.
Yeah. Oh. Who hasn't seen I thought for sure. I'm like, this guy's seen some of the Marvels.
I'd go for like the anti-heroes more than anything. Like if there's a Joker game, sign me up. Okay. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Wow. You Venom, play the Suicide Squad game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a lot for me in that corner. If there is a Venom game, and there probably is, I've just been ignorant of it. I would play the fuck out of a Venom game.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a Venom game, but the symbiote is in Spider-Man 2, and you get to play as that, but it's not actually Venom. It's still goody two-shoes Peter Parker. Anyways, we could talk about this for hours. Hit me with, I know you got a few honorable mentions. What else you hoping for?
Some honorable mentions / probably would be on the list if they had like a hard release date of 2026, but these are just kind of in the expected category. And I'll just rattle through them real quick. Elder Scrolls 6. Don't really need any explanation, or just we're looking for Skyrim Part 2 or something there.
Right.
Witch Rook, this is a cozy pixel graphic witch game. Looks really fun, looks pretty robust. When it comes out, I'm going to be looking forward to it. Clockwork Revolution, this is one we saw the trailers for probably midway through last year. Looked like it had a lot of style. I'm sure... what's his name? Jackie Daytona, Laszlo. I'm sure he's providing a voice or 5 in this.
Sure, yep.
Kingmakers. This is the one, I think it's probably PC only as far as I know, but this is the one where you're like in the medieval battlefield and then an F-150 comes flaring through with a machine gun, and you're doing some crazy time traveling back and forth and making a mess out of the battlefield. That looks really good when it comes out. Then Haunted Chocolatier. This is a highly anticipated follow-up from, is it Bored Ape or Concerned Ape? One of those is like an NFT thing, and one of them is the guy who made Stardew Valley.
Which one is which?
I think it's Concerned Ape.
I think it's Concerned. That's my guess.
Yeah. But, I mean, Stardew Valley is one of the biggest games of the past, I don't know how many years, 20 years or so, so I think everybody's looking to see what this guy does next. And then the last one, Unrecord. This game is the hyper-realistic body cam shooter footage kind of thing.
Okay.
We saw a quick demo of it a while back, and everybody's like, "Ooh ah!" But recently, we were almost going to talk about this on one of the last shows, but it's just there's not a lot of meat on the bone with this story. Somebody put a bunch of money into it, like Tencent, I think, put a bunch of money and backing into this game to try to make it a reality.
Well, hopefully it does become a reality because it looks crazy. Yeah, dude, Kingmakers. Out of all these, I just want to talk about that real fast. Like, we haven't seen anything about that in recent times, and like so much so where like I was just on a subreddit recently where they were talking about it and saying, "Is this like the next?" What was that game? The Day Before or whatever, like the fake game that like came out and like was just bullshit. I don't want to think that about this because it looks amazing, but like I just want I want more information. Hopefully, it's all good and it's on its way, and it's going to be like the Pale World situation where I'm like, this game looks fake, and then it comes out and it's everything that they said it was going to be. I hope that that's the case for Kingmakers because I think out of all those, that's one of the ones I'm most anticipating as well. For me, a couple that like I just also added, but I think these were on last year's list. Mixtape, which was was delayed from 2025. That's the one, it looks like just an 80s like coming of age movie. And then Slay the Spire 2 again was supposed to come out in 2025, but was delayed to 2026. So those ones, hopefully no more delays and we can finally play them because I need them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And speaking of Power World a second ago, there is Pokopia, which is going to be that Pokemon farming sim. I don't remember if that was one that is like officially slated for a date.
It is, yeah.
Just okay. And then there's the
that
Power
one's on
World
my son's list. Yes, right.
But I didn't see that on like the upcoming list, so I'm not sure if that has a release date of even 2026. I didn't see
the Pale World one either. Yeah. Pokopia comes out in March, which my son is very excited for. He did not get a Switch 2 for Christmas, but his birthday is in March, so maybe then just in time so he could play Pokemon Pokopedia or whatever. He did get Z to A for the Switch 1 for Christmas, and he is obsessed. So
yeah, burning it up. Has he caught them all yet?
Probably at least once. Yeah, dude, it's another big year for games. So we got a lot to look forward to. I'm excited to see what 2026 is for gaming. It changed a lot this year, 2025, I should say. A lot more cuts and layoffs and a lot more turmoil within the gaming world than we're normally used to. So hopefully, it can turn around and or at least level off, because it's such a high for a while, and now we're on our way down, and hopefully it'll level off and just kind of chill. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, AI is going to come through and make it a really great industry.
Yeah, AI, man. AI, I feel like is getting close to. I mean, the popular opinion of AI is at an all-time low now. Like I see people like posting AI pictures, and the comments or the whatever, it's just about like people like, you're ruining the world to take this picture. And it's like, it's so funny, dude. Everybody's like, how much water a computer had to go through to make this picture of a banana holding a sandwich. And it's just like people are the public opinion is very, very low on that. So we'll see where that goes in 2026. But yeah, man, I just watched Ex Machina again. You ever see that movie?
No.
It came out in 2015, and it's about this guy creating a lifelike AI. And I was like, man, this AI is so much cooler than the AI that we got. Like, that one's like a talking thing, and it's like really sexy and stuff like that. And no, we just got like, we just get you making videos of like, I don't know, what's
like the Flintstones car crash test against a 96 Chevy Malibu. Yes.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
Greatest.
But yeah, the vision.
I don't care how many rainforests need to burn to get that video.
Yeah, man. AI is the future. So yeah, we'll see how it does affect gaming and the entire industry of entertainment this year. But yeah, a lot to look forward to. And still a ton of games from 2025 that I haven't even touched. So it's just the way it is. But I am going to try to finish more games this year. I said the same thing last year though as my resolution, and it didn't mean shit. So we'll see. Yeah. You got any gaming resolutions?
Yeah.
Hit me with one, and then we're gonna head out of here.
Shit. Maybe, okay, I want one more platinum trophy or one more perfect game.
Oh, that's totally doable.
We'll go. I'm gonna double my number.
Easy. Oh shit. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good one. And I'm going to say you're going to get 2 platinums this year. I'm already calling it.
Maybe.
And I'm going to finish at least 1 game. I'm going to set the bar very low. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for checking out this episode of Gaming News Weekly. We're back. 2026. This is the new us. So much cooler. So much handsomer. And I'm looking forward to doing more episodes in this year. Every year every week we're just going to talk about layoffs and AI going forward. Calling it. I love it. But thank you for checking out this episode. Go to YouTube. That's the name of the channel is Pop Culture Playground. It's where this is hosted. Subscribe there. Get all the videos. Look. Bam, cool videos. You can see my hand do this. It's real cool. Or you could just listen to the podcast, and anywhere podcasts are found, you just type in GNW. This show pops up. Make sure you hit subscribe. That way, every single week it's ready for you on the go. And then you can check us out on TikTok, and that's about it. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. We'll be back next week, maybe with a little more news.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, hopefully there's some exciting things happening. And maybe a game will come out in the next week. I don't know. I don't think there's any plan. But yeah, I'll have to just play some more games so we have more shit to talk about. So, but we'll be back. All right, and we'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.